we can see hello Roomstock.
Hello everybody, we have two really strong Hans player here playing against each other. Orchid got the market at the start, he sold 4k, he got 4k gold from the market, it seems. And Jidba got 1k 700 gold from the market. So was pretty expected from Orchid to start with market really early.
Yeah, obviously he's super strong as his market play, so now the settings should be fine if I didn't forget anything. As I said, the players did start quite early without any delays, so it was a bit surprising. And let's take a look. Populations seem a bit in favor of Orchid, even though he got the early market there. And it's expanding, getting the town centers next to the gold. He to get a castle on the outside.
Yeah, he decided to go on more barracks start, so that obviously boosts the population.
And military more here. Did go for a lot of archery ranges. It looks like 8 archery ranges and 6 stables here. So you're very heavy on those precious gold units. Let's take a look how the first skirmish is going. Jidba is going for the raid of the villagers, completely denying all the gold income there. But he's already quite far behind when it comes to overall pop, 106 to 126. How big of an advantage is that here?
Sorry?
How big of an advantage is that to be 126 to 126?
Yeah, it can be really big, especially in this close map. We can see they are pretty near each other actually. And as we can see, Orchid is already pushing really aggressively Jidba's front there. And that's because he has the population lead, he's able to do that.
Yeah, and is it possible that Jidba might struggle here already? He's 30 pop behind, all the minimap is looking like controlled by Orchid here, which is TheCode or Interdimension, his old nicks. He wants to switch it up to TheCode now, and wants to get famous with another nick as it seems. Trying to clear up more and more of the map, but he is very low on his gold income of those 2 gold spots up front there.
Exactly, and he cannot afford losing the front of his base because he has the main gold there. He really has to fight and focus there. Meanwhile, Orchid can take the whole map control.
And he's doing exactly that, having his monasteries quite far back, but sending out monks. One monk already coming back home, 2 being sent out as you can see. So soon he will have 3 relics and 1 or 2 more in his control. Now pushing on the other side, after he saw that this area is pretty tight and very well controlled there by Jidba. And trying to launch
Jidba splitting his army.
Attacking on the left hand side with all the CA and is attacking on the right hand side with the Paladins, killing just some rams and trying to attack the castle there. But obviously on the left hand side he would have been pretty vulnerable to rams, but not enough rams when Orchid coming in. And now he's controlling another gold spot. Let's take a look. This relic is denied for now, but Orchid has a lot of army on the left hand side as well. Seem to be stabilizing a bit. Villager counts at 40, pretty similar. Military count 134 against 140, so that's pretty fair as well. I think the main advantage for Orchid here is that he has 3 against 0 relics at the moment. Soon to be 3 against 0 relics. And a lot of map control of the extra gold spot controlling. This one obviously very unfortunate spot for him controlling the one in the middle. But the push of Jidba is coming through the middle here.
Yeah, he decides to push in the middle now. Meanwhile, Orchid is having a lot of army in the left side, pretty much doing nothing there, just camping the hill. I think he has to send those to his home before he loses his main gold and the other gold.
And now he's sending all of his army over. Just continues with some ratings and some traps, but more CA coming out from the back. And the army of Jidba is very low when it comes to paladins, so Rams should be super effective here for TheCode, and he is building lots of them. And
he really needs those paladins, but he's training them, with them those gold miners. I don't think that's a good idea because he needs to kill those rams. He has nothing against rams except his own rams.
Take a look, some raids against Orchid there, pretty effective on the left hand side. Try to increase the volume of myself, so I hope that they should hear me better now. More and more raids on the gold spot, and it feels like Jidba should be run out of gold pretty soon because he only has like 2k more to mine on his main gold spot, and the other 2 gold spots he's pretty much off of them.
Yeah, and his main gold is totally over crowded.
But now missing a lot of T-shirt shops since he lost 2 at the front there, so he's rebuilding them. This castle obviously helps out a lot now, trying to get more farms up. Not the best food eco just yet, and it's super dry on food. Let's take a look how Jidba is doing on that regard. 2k food and some gold, so he can produce some, but he's at the limit when it comes to wood, which is pretty, untypical, I have to say. Nations in favor of Orchid here, 150 against 130. Villagers heavily in favor, 90 against 60. Military a bit behind, but Jidba is relying on a lot of halberdiers all over the place, so the ranks of the army is just so much better for Interdimension here. Trying to build the market again. I'm a bit surprised by that. He doesn't really have the resources to sell anything.
I think he has to buy something. I mean, he wants to buy. That's not ideal after you take huge market, but sometimes you have to do it.
Jidba doing a great job there, walling all the map. So he is just preventing Orchid here from getting up his wood and food eco, and therefore TheCode is struggling to really have the great income he wants to get and needs to use the market. Now Jidba is retreating.
Even though Orchid has 100 villagers and Jidba has 70, Orchid has 50 of them on gold and stone mines, so he really needs to fix his food and wood eco. Otherwise he has to buy wood and food, which is not ideal, of course.
Yeah, especially wood, because you don't really need to invest too much micro to just get a lot of wood. Just build 1 TC, kill 15 villagers, and then you should be fine for quite some time when it comes to wood. But at the moment he's absolutely struggling, having less than 100 right now. And yeah, if you want to continue producing, that's tough. Now we're securing this force relic for himself. And it feels a bit like Jidba needs to get up an enormous army and do one major push to end the game quickly, because time is ticking very much for our Turkish player in the blue trunks here. Now
Jidba tries to secure the left side now, it seems.
He knows, okay, there's only 1 relic for grabs. Maybe he can.
Yes, a lot of army.
Yeah, that's so true. 120 army, and now it's only like 5 halberdiers. The rest is all CA and paladins. So he has a strong army now.
Anywhere he decides to push, he will take. He will make, I think, nice damage with that army. Pretty much.
He absolutely should. But he only has 3 rams now, 4th one incoming. So that might be a bit of
That's
lag
unfortunate for him, because he's popped and he cannot even make more of them.
Let's see. So Jidba's push will do some damage. I couldn't agree more with you there. So Orchid now trying to send villagers into his town center, and he needs to buy time. Maybe buy time by killing all the rams and then retreating.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only thing, I mean the best thing you can do right now. Just kill the rams.
It seems like the Rams were a bit over aggressive there, and now Orchid could retreat. Jidba can't really do much. He's now reclaiming his gold spot, but that's only his normal gold spot. Jidba has control, at least it wouldn't be for that paladin, of his gold spot in the north. And now Jidba lost some of his armies, now down to 80 again. Did throw some in here, and that was shut down by Orchid. It's looking good for the 1-0 for Orchid team.
Yeah, it was weird that Jidba lost the fight even though he has much more army. I don't know what happened there. Maybe it was the Rams that made the difference.
Yeah, it was one castle, it was a TC full of villagers. At the same time he did waste some against the reinforcements of Orchid, so he didn't really take a big fight.
Huge villager migration from Orchid to the middle wood. That's interesting. He decides to take the wood in the middle this early the game.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised by that as well. Let's see how the attack on the right hand side will now be effective. Now with some more Rams, one castle to defend. And Orchid doesn't really have a lot of army there, so...
Yeah, at the home base.
Isn't sending more as well, so... Let's see how that's
But
going.
there is like no more gold left, so the I mean the push won't be so effective anymore. To that area.
To sell 43 and 34. The castle actually goes down. A bit surprising. And now Orchid is the one with the great army, only CA and Paladins, and I wouldn't be surprised if he can do more and more damage with his army. More raids coming up in the north, but yeah, Orchid still has some army there, is totally fine. More raids of Jidba. He's absolutely the one who killed more villagers, I'm pretty certain of that, but investing so much into costly gold units, not really sure if that's the greatest choice ever.
For who?
For Jidba, because raiding was paladins there only to kill some food villagers.
Oh yeah, he's out of gold. Only gold he has left is the extra 3 pile gold there.
He is getting that area, is now trying to get onto the next relic, and now Orchid is coming, and he's coming big. Lots of paladins, 2 Rams, some CA, should easily kill that trap there, so yeah, he's controlling that area pretty nicely. On the other side we have CA kissing each other, and a single Ram could change the tides here. In the middle there's now raiding going on, and trying to claim those castles. Let's see more CA from Jidba. So much fighting at so many different places here at the moment.
Yeah, and Orchid losing his middle wood, which obviously must hurt him a lot, losing so much wood production.
Down to 60 villagers here.
Yeah, no wood really left, only 5 villagers.
The chat is asking who is winning. At the moment, obviously I still have to give the advantage to Orchid because it's 4 against 0 relics and 1 extra gold against non-extra gold. But Jidba's doing all the right steps here now. It feels a bit like Orchid is struggling a bit. This move was weird. He didn't do the greatest.
And wasting all the last paladins he had. He had a really nice mass of them, and now all gone for CAs and castles. Jidba has been doing really nice job evening this game out. It looked really bad for him some time ago, but now it seems a bit stabilized.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we can see Orchid is going for mainly Harbor the Ram now.
There's like a push coming from the middle from Orchid.
Yeah, and I think he should get those castles.
Yeah.
What's the army count of Jidba? It's at 74. Still absolutely reasonable, but not really at the fighting force.
Really nice job from Orchid using those monks to heal his CA.
Oh yeah, I love this. He even has 5 monks.
Yeah. Did he add even more monks just for healing? Don't know. Might be it. Because normally you don't build 5 monks to control the refills. some...
Okay, that's a good fight for Orchid, I'd say, having 5
I don't know, he lost all his helps, but yeah, he is killed the helps anyway. There's more coming from behind.
That is moving forward. Some troops trying to intercept, and now he gets to the map. There's like 1.5k for Jidba getting out of those gold spots. Yeah,
that's the final.
Oh, and Jidba dropping down to top 110. The push is coming more and more, and that's the first GG of the day.
Whoa.
Oh, interesting. Interesting how Orchid did struggle a bit there to close the game.
Yeah, exactly. I think the middle push surprised him. That Jidba made. I don't know.
Yeah, in this area. That's the truth. So, let's take a quick peek at the kill statistics. Obviously a bit better for Orchid since he had the market. Overall gold count, probably the story of the game. Relics would have been brutal for sure. And was it Orchid playing good, or did Jidba struggle here? Okay, let's talk about what we are here for today. So this is a $200 show match of Jidba against TheCode, which is Orchid Interdimension. He was third in the Deathmatch World Cup and Jidba got second. Let's take a... No, I don't have the brackets open anymore. And they did face each other in the semi-finals of the winner bracket. And it felt like Interdimension was playing a bit better, but just never really could finish the game for him. And was leading 2-0 and then fell behind and lost the whole series 4-3 against Jidba, who then went into the winner finals and the grand finals to only lose against True in the end. So people thought this series was super close. And it was a pity that Orchid couldn't close the series there for himself. And yeah, people of the DM community and Sponsor thought we would love to see more of those. Let me ask them.
I will give their setting. Oh yeah, I think they know.
Wait.
Yeah, okay. Expected.
Okay, so the map is Gold Rush and Jidba is picking Franks. Why do you say that is expected?
Jidba has always been kind of a paladin player, as you would say. He likes to... he feels confident playing with paladins.
Okay. He is a guy who likes horses indeed. Okay, so 1-0 for Orchid here. Was it due to him playing very well, or did Jidba do something terribly wrong and unexpected?
I think Jidba did all he almost could in that matchup. Obviously the market really early made huge difference, especially when I think Jidba was selling with low price because he got so much less gold from the market. So okay, it's really hard to play against market, especially when it's Orchid market who has mastered it to the almost the maximum. I would say he's the best Hans market player
in the world
we have ever seen.
Yeah, probably that's true. So someone in the chat saying there wasn't an advantage for the winner bracket guy. Do the math. Not playing best of 9 but best of 11 gives you, I did the math once, like 5% advantage. But let's switch into this game here. It is game number 2, Interdimension against Jidba. $200 showdown match, Gold Rush, the civilization of Jidba is picked Franks. What will we expect, my co-commentator Rubenstock?
I think we will see a lot of stables at the start. Yeah, 8 from Interdimension and from Jidba 7. So really aggressive starts are incoming.
He might lose his first villager there. Yeah, nice start for Interdimension here. So what do you like more? 8 stables and 5 racks or 7 stables and 4 racks?
I think for me 7 is better because
it's 10 stables now.
And 10 stables.
Yeah, he did add 2 more stables.
But then he will run out of food really soon, so
he will run out of everything.
Yeah, possibly. And we will see just food selling from the market, maybe some stone, no food at all. That will be like the most stupid thing to do in Frank's War, to sell
it's looking
food.
Good for Interdimension here, killing more and more villagers. It's 4 to 6, soon 3 to 6 here.
Even more.
More and more villagers going down. Obviously Frank Paladin is so tough to kill, so if they once decided to raid, they can get huge damage there. Might find another villager building the house there, no. And let's take a look, military population pretty close. Still 2 villager advantage for the code here, who's producing more and more. No one really expanding to the middle at the moment. It feels like the middle is a bit in favor of Jidba, who has more hills compared to Orkut, unless he can take this one big hill close to the big stone spot in the middle there.
Yeah.
8 to 3 villagers, so more villagers going down, which we didn't see. Those 2 paladins seem to do more damage. And now 1 castle up for Jidba. Obviously now he can go into a lot of X-Men production. No castles in sight for TheCode, who's now building 1. Military count pretty even, but it's a lot of paladins for actually both sides. So taking the fight is most important here.
Yeah, Jidba taking a really bad fight there, fighting uphill. Although he has some reinforcements coming from behind. But he is falling on military count behind.
He is pretty even. Now 10 in favor of TheCode, who's still producing. He has so much more production when we don't count castles. But yeah, the X-Men not doing the damage at the start. This castle would be super important for TheCode here. Let's take a look at his resources. He only has 6k food left and down to 0 gold.
Oh, look. What? And Jidba's military count is going so low.
And villager count still 5 in favor of Orkut here. Just building more and more castles in the important area. Jidba is still building more and more castles as well. Trying to set up his first GC for farmers. People now going for their small gold spots, but the main gold is in the middle, the most important thing in this game. Raids now from Jidba, still not spotted by Orkut.
And Interdimension being in a really good position right now, having the hill there and nice mass of paladins. All he needs is some throwing axemen.
Oh, and he's now going for the attack.
I don't like that he has no...
He had 140 army against 100. Maybe let's see if he wants to take the fight. It's in castles, it's against X-Men, which are pretty clumped up, and he's going back knowing that...
I think the throwing axemen makes the difference here. They're so good unit.
Yeah, it's only... okay, like 4 X-Men at the front now for Interdimension, who's now finishing his castles here, and now is willing to take the fight. 2 castles now raining down. He has a hill advantage. Now military count is pretty close. It's a very good fight for Jidba, at least the last minute, and Orkut needs to retreat more and more. He's getting up another castle, but loses trap, is absolutely down on resources. The kill statistics is a bit in favor of Jidba here. Villager count much better for Interdimension. And now Jidba is out of paladins as well and is fighting quite a long time on the fire of those two castles.
Yeah,
I think
and missing trips.
Yeah, if he had like 3 traps, that would have been very good, because during the fight he could have sniped down the trap on the hills there, and now the trap tennis begins. And maybe that's a spot where you want to add some bombard cannons.
Oh, really good rating from Orchid to Jidba's just started food eco. It really hurts when paladins come when you have just started farming. Seems like Orchid is not paying attention.
Yeah, now he's sending them in. Nice split as well. But oh, Jidba was on his toes. Did he see that? Yeah, it seems like he did see that in time. So, reflecting the raid there, pretty well done. Okay, let's take a look at... Yeah, go ahead.
Prep War seems...
It seems like Orchid will not be able to hold this castle, although it's on a hill. And most likely Jidba will lose that castle. But at the moment, Orchid has so much more access to the main gold than Jidba, who, yeah, can still get some gold.
Yeah, he has only the one.
The mining camps could easily be sniped down there, and now he's attacking the mining camps, and then it is getting ugly. Some food eco, not the prettiest one, but...
Oh, and throwing X-Men raiding coming to the trips. Nice snipe there, sniping 2 of them.
And only one, or a single X-Men only going down in return. Now the Paladin's trying to return the favor, trying to raid the trap, and it all clicked back before he killed the trap.
Oh.
And now he needs to invest again, and it's going back again. Oh god, that was so costly. That was like 7 Paladins in exchange of... yeah, nothing. Some repair costs.
And now Jidba can
Jidba
kill all the reps easily. Orchid will lose like 5 reps for nothing pretty much. No, only 3.
Great raids there by Jidba, but it's still, I believe, anyone's game. The food ecos are set up. Both players are getting some gold at least, or not very much. And oh, now the traps of Jidba are exposed. 1 down. 2 down.
Like
Let's see, the 3rd one is getting low HP. No. It is being saved.
I would like to see Orchid adding some onagers. Jidba had only throwing Nexamans there for a while, so...
Yeah, now he has a lot of Paladins which defend over at this side. Sending more Habadis to the front as well. And now the Wombats Cannon I wanted to see. Maybe some more Siege would help out, I couldn't agree more yet.
But good for thing for Orchid is that he can easily just camp there. He doesn't need to hurry pushing that. He has more goals under his control, so he can easily just sit there and camp the hill.
Let's take a look at military counters. 90 for Jidba, 70 for Orchid. So bombard cannons are now so effective, can easily out-micro the traps, and if all the traps die, your castles become so much more powerful, and Frank's castles are powerful in the first place anyway. Now let's see, is Jidba trying to take this fight here? I think this would be a huge overcommitted. More Paladins coming in, he might be going for the kill. Oh, so many traps raining down, a lot of army going down there by Winter Dimension is now dropping to 165 HP, 65 top, 154. Jidba, who has 20 more military on all the traps, went down. Pretty darn good attack from Jidba.
I don't know if it was his intention to start a fight with less paladins and bring some more behind. I think it was really good move, even though if it wasn't intended move.
Yeah, but now most of his army at the front is going down. The paladins will take down those traps in the north. But he's a bit out of position. Night splitting, there are 2 paladins for each trap there. And oh, he might even save that castle up the front. And now is denying the golden come over and over again. He's the only one who can produce paladins against Jidba, who really struggles to get any gold units out at the moment.
Yeah, he has run out of his gold in his main base, and the gold in the middle is only gold he can take right now.
More traps trying to rain down. Oh, this is a pretty intense game. I think Jidba needs to do some. I think he did the
He needs
risky
to do
move.
something, yeah, dramatical to pull this out.
Oh, now all the traps of Interdimension are down, so now he can get gold.
Yeah, should maybe add some castles to the, yeah, yes, some stone.
And there's no traps coming up or bombard cannons, so at the moment, Jidba can get gold without any contest. And to get the market, let's take a look at the prices. It's still 70 for food, 38 for wood, 91 for stone. One more raids off into Dimension here. Oh, and those paladins, they're just there to kill the trap, and now they're going back. The X-Men are getting sacrificed just to kill some old villagers there. And Jidba did have a lot of gold income, but Interdimension crawling his way to the gold spot with all his castles there.
Yeah, really good castle there, just hitting the gold villagers.
Or maybe a mistake by Jidba to not really take one hill decisively, but he took the back area. If he took the hill in the south or in the north, he would have controlled the gold spot a bit better.
Yeah, possibly, but the start was so much better for Orchid, so he had like not too many options.
Another trap going down, second trap going down as well. Changing against a lot of paladins, but yeah, that's just buying time for Orchid, who absolutely has it. Look at this, so many villagers actually working on gold compared to Jidba, who is basically only producing halberdiers at the moment. Their food equals looks pretty nice there. Jidba losing another castle. Let's take a look at his stone count. Still 1k compared to the 3k of Orchid here. But yeah, what's Jidba's chance to come back into this game?
I would say quite low, but since he's Jidba again.
I mean percentage-wise, I mean like
yeah,
what can he actually
looking
do?
really. It would require total huge loss fight from Orchid, but I think he would be still leading this game.
Now standing
So
in the last paladin,
really
so many halberdiers in the front, and I think
Yeah.
it was a great move just to fall back to that hill. And again, Orchid is going for the trap kills, and 200 gold down every time. That's 200 gold Jidba simply doesn't have, and I believe we might see GG any second now, trying to rebuild mining camp over and over again. And indeed, GG, well played.
Yeah, really nice aggressive start from Orchid, securing the middle, not leaving any good goals for Jidba.
Oh, interesting stuff here. I think the main story of the game should be the gold income. Indeed, 16k to 9k. Food pretty close. Wood wasn't important because that's part of the gold income, and Jidba wasn't very heavy on any wood units anyways. Military count in favor of Orchid, who could obviously build more paladins compared to the X-Men halberdier composition. Jidba was mainly going for larger army for Orchid as well, and he is taking the pretty quick 2-0 lead here. Surprising or expected? Group stock.
Orchid has been playing really well lately, and also of course in the World Cup, Deathmatch World Cups. So doesn't really surprise me too much that he's winning now 2-0. But there's still plenty of games to be played, so we will see.
Indeed, best of 11 can take quite some time. For now, the games did take 20 minutes real time each, so we could be in for a 4-hour sesh, but it could always end earlier, and we still have very fast maps coming up. So the next settings will be, I believe, graveyards, exactly, on the civilization that Orchid picks, but he cannot pick Saracens because game 9 will be Saracens graveyards. It's a sad map. Let's ask Orchid Civ. I think,
to be honest, I have no idea which Civ he would pick. Do you have any idea?
I'd say Mayans would be a good choice for him.
Yeah.
Because he is a very market-reliant player, and I think a strong market push on graveyards with Mayans is absolutely an option. And he did train it quite a lot because it was set settings in the Deathmatch World Cup, and he trained, at least against me, he trained like 25 games. So
yeah, I remember playing against Orchid in Mayans as training game in graveyards, and he took the market, but I had a huge hill in front of his base that I took and was controlling the game, but he pulled it off later in the game. But it can be risky taking the Mayans market. There's some crazy hills on this map.
Okay, but we don't have to talk about Mayans anymore. Turks is the choice.
Oh, interesting. That's another market Civ if you play that way. It's
So, just to remind the viewers who aren't too familiar, tell us the main differences between graveyards and Green Arabia.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, graveyards is a map with like 10 relics, is it? Like about 10 relics?
I think it's 12.
About like that, and it's like
it's
like Green Arabia but with more relics and higher heals, and I think some different gold spots, but I'm not sure about that, and a lot of more stone. So there's some little differences, but like not. They're pretty similar maps, but.
Okay, so Turks war on graveyards. What's the main focus? And what's the unit composition the players will go for?
There are some different ways to play Turks. Some players go for, especially I like to do fast push with camels and CAs using the market and a lot of rams. Can be really hard to stop in Turks war if, as you have only like bombered cannons to stop massed cavalry archers.
Oh, and that's probably a strategy Orchid knows and might be going for early market for
so
him.
Close, man.
And the distance is so close, yeah. That happens on graveyards quite sometimes. And that might be the restart here for Orchid. Most players have one restart in this whole best of 11. Let's take a look. They did pause quite a second. And the Hussars there, and the stables at 99%. Let's see if he can save the villager. Yeah, the villager is safe, but 4 villagers inside the TC there at the start. That's very unfortunate. He is getting 1 villager in exchange, and is fine for now. Obviously, he did get the full market there.
And already the camels coming to in the Reminiscence base.
Yeah, that's ugly. Let's see, still no villager loss. Now the first villager going down. Oh! Orchid wanted to restart at 2 minutes 2. I did pause the game.
Oh, Jidba said that it's okay, he can restart, but they didn't. Or did they?
Yeah, and yeah, okay, so let's take a look at pops. It's 14 against 20. That's a big difference at this very short start, but the market delays you so much, and he got some delay at the villagers as well. As you can see, Orchid is now full production on his stables, just barely trying to survive, and then the short distance should give him a huge advantage. The main unit of the whole Turks war isn't like you would expect a Janissary, a CA, or a Camel. It actually is Rubenstock.
Camels and CA.
Oh no, I wanted to hear the Ram.
Okay, well, Jidba is going for Camels and CA, which is interesting since he didn't even take the market, so it can be problematic to gold-wise.
Yeah, and his main gold spot is up front as well, and you don't really have a second or third gold spot, but always like small gold spots around the map. So I think this might be looking good for Orchid. The camping of Jidba isn't very great, and now he has pop 30 against pop 55.
Yeah,
how did that happen?
Jidba's army go? It just disappeared somewhere.
Yeah, it was trapped behind here. I thought he would pull back, but it seems like
he did only 4 stables as in this close map, which is pretty suicidal. We didn't notice that.
Jidba still ahead when it comes to villagers, now repairing his castle. Not really sure if that's the most clever thing. And he's still without a single siege workshop. And yeah, if we had better recognition together or better team play as castles, everyone would know that Rams is the most important unit in this game. And as you can see, those are easily killing the castle now. Not really something to defend there. And this looks like another quick game for Interdimension.
Yeah, it was weird from Jidba not making more than 4 stables, in my opinion.
You can see Orchid went for 8 full stables and still producing out of all of them. Now has to add some hazard just to get more meat, which is pretty, a nice addition to the Rams if you only fight against CA. But yeah, that's tough. Remember guys, CA, the strongest CA in the game from Turks and Saracens. So CA feels a bit like a weird unit choice, but not that bad. But against obviously mass Rams, they aren't performing very well.
I see Jidba having a hard time coming from this.
Yeah, we complained that Jidba was only going for 4 stables. Now he's down to a single stable, but he's only producing Janissaries and CA anyways. So losing his whole base here. Now losing his starters here at minute 9. Still far away from resigning if you know him. It's the top 50 against 110. The game feels very much over. He's trying to re-establish his control here. Trying to get some C-trams on his own, but he's getting raided everywhere. Now the first relics coming in, as you can see, there's so many relics up for grabs. So really map control is helping out in the dimension now as well.
Yeah, I think every aspect in this game is favoring their dimension right now.
Oof. More and more army coming up, 130 against 56 population. Another castle going down. He has a lot of units in this castle, as you can see, 18 extra arrows, so the CA will just melt. But yeah, so will the castles, and now the CA of Jidba are outside. And yeah, next attack on the castle, and he says 11 GG, 4 stables, doesn't work at all. Yeah, this is close map.
Jidba had a really nice advantage at the start, killing the villagers and being ahead in the army count, but he just didn't continue his lead.
Yeah, it was 20 against 15 pop, and just shortly after it was 50 against 30 for Orchid. The military count obviously in favor of Orchid, some resources more, gold obviously heavily in his favor because he got the market. Society even catching up for Orchid since Jidba didn't get up as any eco. And yeah, we are after 50 minutes of playtime. We are in 3-0 of TheCode. And that's quite a statement. Obviously, the guy who takes the 6th map first wins the whole series. So he is halfway through, and Jidba still not on the scoreboard.
But remember, we have seen 3 market wins that in these 3 games, and next game is Celts Double Arabia, and I'm pretty sure there won't be difference who gets the market, and we'll see. Totally different game probably.
Yeah, that's true. I did play some games against Jidba and Orkut on Double Arabia Kells. It felt like Jidba was more of the camping guy on one side and trying to push slowly with Siege on the other side. And Orkut was more of the let's do some paladins first and then control all the map with Vote Riders type. What is your experience with them?
Of girls on Double Arabia?
Yes.
And I have no experience in that map, but I'm interested to see what these players are going to do.
Indeed, Double Arabia, for the guys who don't know, it is simply Arabia,
Yes.
but with 2 TCs starting, so it will be so incredibly action-packed for sure. And yeah, I like the settings a lot. I'm not really sure who came up with those great settings again. So this the Twitch chat is fine now. Everyone knows who the casters are. And spec delay already down to 20 seconds, so they don't really want to waste time here. So we're jumping into game number 4. It is a show match interdimension against Jidba, and we're looking at a Celts war on Double Arabia. What's the unit composition we will see from most players, and who do you think has the advantage here, Mr. Roomstock?
I have always considered Jidba as really strong Celts player. Don't know which shape Orgut is playing Celts right now. We'll see. And Jidba decides to go on more kind of stable start, it seems, while Orgut is not making stables at all.
So it's the reverse from what I predicted. Already 2 villages going down, 12 to 10. Not the biggest thing here, but annoying for sure. And now Jidba is going for some paladins, but Orkut will have a lot of halberdiers out already and should have a very cost-efficient defense. But you know, when it comes to investing 5 paladins to kill 5 villagers, it's not about cost-efficient damage.
And Jidba decides to go on a little bit not so micro-intensive second TC right there. He's building castle with 3 villagers there and playing a bit slowly there with that TC. And probably he tries to push more with northern, I mean the left side base kind of.
Indeed, sloppy, not spreading out the villagers there. And like Mamba always says, never be a sloppy guy. So Jidba not watching enough man streams as it seems. Jidba now having a lot of road riders out already, and yeah, Orkut going only for Halberdier Siege combination here, it seems.
And he will be securing that hill in front of Jidba's right base, and it's going to be really nice for Orkut there. It's a huge hill covering
too
big
much
area.
To control there. I think he's controlling a lot of area, but not too many precious spots. Can kill obviously some Sheetrock shots, controlling 1 gold spot and 1 stone spot, but he needs to crawl more to the north on this hill to really do damage against the other gold spots. A pop in favor of interdimension, 130 against 100, military count 105 against 75. So a bit better for him, but remember guys, it's a lot of halberdiers there in the mix, so not the most pop efficient unit.
in the damage he kind of over-invested to the halves. He maybe thought that Jidba is going for full paladins, but he actually made only like 30 or 20.
Yeah,
and now he has a lot of waste halves.
Yeah,
he has to waste them somewhere.
On the right hand side, for example, you saw a lot of halberdiers from TheCode, so he is keeping his paladins back to wait till the halberdiers die and maybe later on snipe some onages or something like that. Trying to do
no, Jidba using his paladins for raiding.
Yeah, and that's a great choice.
A good move. Yeah, there's nothing to do for paladins right now.
A lot of relics being picked up, or what here? Take a look. It will be tough for me to find. Yeah.
Oh, and Jidba could get nice shots to those scorpions there. There's only one siege onager from Orchid there, and Jidba has like 6 own siege onagers there.
Yeah,
he doesn't see it.
What front?
At the right base.
Inside, yeah, okay. Now we can see that now, but yeah, it's tough out of this
yeah,
line of sight.
He couldn't see them. But those scorpions were like pretty exposed there, having no protection for a while.
By camping the right hand side and camping the left hand side, Orchid has more map control except the nice ratings in the back. A lot of I'm taking the relic weapon here.
In the dimension decides to make a trap push at the right side.
Oh, 3 traps going down. Oh no, only 1 trap going down there. See, oh, that's a big waste here. The Scorpion is very much clumped up, could do major damage against all the infantry that Orchid is building now. Not enough traps or rams coming up here. And this
in the left, right?
Yeah, in the left.
Oh, Jidba just killed like 6 of his own scorpions with S, so you can see there.
Oh yeah.
Scorpion deaths there.
Okay, Jidba popped limit. Or could pop 150, although it looks like he has so much more control. He has all his army closer to Jidba, but yeah, just cost efficient defense there by our TyRanT player from Greece. As you can see, wood and gold absolutely at the limit here, or very low at least, for TheCode.
I think Orchid wants to vanish Jidba's right base. At least he tries to. And decide to be more camper kind of playstyle at the left side. Nice castle from Orchid. That hill.
Oh yeah, that's sweet indeed. Trying to get another relic for himself. Kind of the phase of... Oh, even trying to block that from Jidba there. But was late. And now I wouldn't be surprised if Orchid is sending all his army to the new claimed hill. He's trying to launch another attack from here, trying to defend more on the left hand side.
And Jidba actually decides to send all his scorpions to the right side. He realized that he needs that hill.
And he knows that he can't really push the left hand side. Maybe now with this castle.
Oh. He's coming back with those scorpions. Seems. So he's sacrificing kind of his right base and going for left side.
Maybe he thinks he can defend it with some SO, but it looks like those SO might be in danger of dying. Those a lot of vote riders going down there by
he was that's so shot there.
Yeah, he wanted to click his onagers back there and did actually cut the tree. Oh, and that's a lot of villagers dying there on the gold. Jidba has so nice resources and claiming this area now as well. Not a lot of side attacks going on.
Yeah,
That's
they're
what I was
so
expecting.
big decisive hills that these players are right now focusing on.
That's down, and yeah, tell me, who has the advantage here? I couldn't really decide. Is it as even as I see it? Jidba has more resources. Yeah. Villager count is pretty reasonable.
Both players controlling really nice hills in front of each other's bases, so it's looking actually
It's looking
pretty
a bit
even.
better for Jidba. Jidba has more resources, and he is
Oh yeah.
controlling 2 of the goals for the dimension from the north.
But he's slowly running out of gold at his base, meanwhile Orkut is having
Oh god,
few
those
advantage
ninjas
goals.
could have done so much damage.
Oh yeah, I see.
Elephants here in the middle. Now this you see is going down.
And now Orkut losing his main goal. His other main goal, I would say.
Of 140 only, let's put into his point of view. What are the TCs saying? Oh, no villager production at all. Stuck at 101 villagers, only 34 military. Out of traps at all. Can't really hold that hill. Any serious attack was coming up, and actually only 8 paladins would be a serious attack against that. And really struggling to get anything done. Doesn't really have a lot of farms.
Yeah, he's kind of missing food, only having 19 farmers. The later the game goes, more farms you need because the wood raiders become a decisive unit.
Let's take a look at relic count. It is 3 for interdimension, 1 for Jidba, and 1 neutral one, which is heavily in the favor of Orkut.
And now Jidba going for a push at the left.
And that's so much Jidba style. Just 2-3 traps, some army behind it, and camp it out. Kill a castle, fall back, kill another castle, fall back. You're trying to kill the trap, you always fight cost inefficiently, and at the same time he raids you. It's just ugly to play this guy.
No, it's looking really good for Jidba. He's pushing at every side of the map right now, pushing even the hill in front of his base, and GG caught.
Yeah, his C is okay. I can't really get my goal. And Jidba, let's see. Orkut wasn't actually struggling on the gold part, but only 53 military.
He kind of ran out of steam at some point, and
yeah,
then Jidba started to take better fights. And
yeah, he didn't have his food eco up early enough. Lost a lot of villagers here in the back. Obviously, that did hurt, like 25 villagers or something. And yeah, the other spots, obviously camping the hills and controlling so much on your army, and you're always so scared of any big onager shots against yourself. So always having all your armies on troops and groups and trying to control them really slows you down, and getting your eco and food eco takes so much time. As you can see, 3k less food there, gold income so much better for Jidba. Yeah, well played there. More cost efficiency for Jidba as well. And finally, the haters got shut down for a short moment. They got a 3-1.
Jidba showing again his really nice kills there.
So next map will be Goth on Gold Rush. No chance for market again. Will that be the second win for Jidba?
Possibly.
Possibly.
Yeah, but I can tell you that I played actually one Gold Rush game against Orkut as for like testing it goes for, and he was so fast. Even though I killed some villagers at the start from him, he just I can say that I lost in like 7 minutes or something.
What? How bad are you? Yeah.
really
No,
bad. But
yeah.
no,
No,
it
no.
was 20 minutes game, but the game was lost in like
Ah,
7
okay.
minutes since I lost the middle.
Yeah.
His goals is super fast at the
Yeah.
start.
He knows how to click that Haskell and champion button for sure.
Yeah, but maybe mistake from me was that I was only making champions, no Huskars at all.
Ah, okay, that's a mistake. You need to do at least 30 Huskarls at the start, and later on Gold Rush, some people even tend to go for only Huskal and Scorpions.
Yeah.
Because that's a bit stronger pop 210 army at the start, and if you control the middle then it's a bit better for you. But obviously Champions is more cost efficient, at least when it comes to gold. Cost half of the gold and still quite so reasonable against the Huskal.
Orkut has improved a lot of with his speed. I remember when he came back like 2 or 3 years ago to DM skin, he wasn't really that fast, but now he's improved a lot with his speed and doing really nice job with fast saves like Hans and Goths and Franks and whatever there are.
Players did not launch yet. I just clicked an advert. Very new to that. Not really sure if I like it or not, but I think if it generates some dollars for will be official and we don't skip any real content, then I think it's totally fine. Spec delay now down to 1 minute and 10 seconds. We'll go into Goth and what did I just say? Gold Rush, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 2 Gold Rush maps already done then.
If restarts are called in this series, it might be in this game.
It's absolutely an option, yeah. Because you can already lose so many villagers at the start. And gold can be a bit unfair on this map as well.
You really need to have like good start in God's War, otherwise you are in big problems and it becomes a snowball effect and you lose the middle. And as we can see, there is a pause already. I don't know if it's about calling restart or maybe just some other distribution. This third, I don't know how the word is said, but some phone call or something.
Maybe a phone call, but I think like 20 seconds plus 1 minute 30 spec delay kind of is in the 2-minute range, so could absolutely be a pause and one of the players thinking about restarting it, which most likely will be awkward because I think Jidba is just a guy like who's throwing his keyboard and just typing re, and Awkward is more of the guy, let's pause, let's count my villagers, let's take another look at the mini-map. How is he feeling now? And discussing with himself for like 2 minutes, and then he continues. But it seems like players did not come back, and the game continues, that it might just be a normal pause. And we are jumping into game number 5. It is Jidba against TheCode, Interdimension, Awkward, Goth War on Gold Rush.
Oh.
It was a normal pause.
Jidba didn't know which resolution he was playing with, so that's why he paused. It seems.
Oh, weird stuff. Okay, so let's see. Obviously, you always start with a lot of rags, build 1 Halberdier, then a lot of Huskals, and later on some champions, or maybe only Huskals, depends a bit on your strategy, the distance, and how many.
You can already say that the map is favoring Interdimension a lot.
Yeah.
Look at the hill in front of his
this
base.
hill is just brutal for him indeed. But yeah, champion production is way more important at the start, so let's see. And you can't really wall your villagers, so Yeah, it's still, I'd say it is in favor for Interdimension, but let's see how big the favor will be. Still a pause and still at 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Oh, and the game continues. We are at 5:30 already. What was going on there? See if the game will continue or not. As you can see, more siege workshops now being added. Only 4 wrecks, 4 siege workshops for the code. Let's see if one villager will go down. Yeah, indeed. Yeah. And on the other side, we have no villager going down. 5 wrecks and late siege workshops. Much more focus on the actual Haskell champion production. Now adding some siege workshops. So Orchid will have more Huskarls and more siege workshops. Jidba will have more champions. So cost efficiency and will go for Jidba, but I think the stronger units will go to Orchid.
Yeah, and the way Jidba plays is maybe not too good because it allows Orchid to take map control, and which means taking the middle in the middle goals, basically.
That's true. So let's see, production is absolutely on point. Villager count is 6 to 5 in favor of Orchid. Kill statistic was 20 to 14 though. That's actually quite reasonable for the rush Orchid was doing. More villagers going down now. 2 to 7. 1 to 7. Wow. Oh jeez. Jidba will be so heavily stuck in top. Yes, 2 villagers.
That's the problem with going too many jams at the start.
Yeah,
he didn't make any Huskarls to raid Orchid, which is a big mistake.
Yeah, now Jidba will just struggle so much endlessly being housed. Look at this. 95 out of 100 and he's queuing up everything, but yeah, actually it would be even a strategy for Orchid to not take any fights because he can produce more and more units and Jidba can't because he's so heavily housed. But Orchid likes his nice fight there from the hill with all his scorpions again. It's a very easily countered army of Jidba there.
And even taking market escorts. It's really
he's
nice.
selling some wood indeed. Now building barracks at the side. Population is still pretty close. A bit in favor of the dimension here. Is not taking better fights now in favor the kill to death ratio.
Oh, then that's a really nice thing from Goat, and which he made against me also, making those side barracks the right eco.
And that's so ugly. And population is looking so good for him, map control is looking so good. The eco obviously super slow from both players, but that's not the most important thing just now. The most important thing is a big fight in the middle, and just the pure amount of scorpions is so much better for the dimension here. But now all the
he's actually losing all his units, only scorpions left.
And now some Huskarls would really do a lot of damage. The castle obviously helping out very much. And more champions going down, and I think Orchid will lose most of his army here. Now more coming in. 110 to 80 pop. Bullets count 15 to 10. More and more raids coming in, and
it's a bit surprising then that the will difference is so minimal after all the raiding and stuff at the start and later in the game, but
yeah, Orchid was trying to get a villager up to see up with 4 villagers there, and only 2 Huskarls were taking them out. And yeah, was late with getting up the eco on the left hand side because he wanted to get up the castle in the middle. Let's see, more scorpions should rain down now. Running a lot of meat shield from Jidba now as well. Now that's great hits from both players, so most of the champions in Huskar will actually die. So mostly it's Scorp against Scorp composition. And I think players should consider adding some bombard cannons here.
Yeah, exactly. Killing that scorpion mass is really can be really good.
No more traps for Interdimension. Jidba ahead by 20. Pop, 30 military, and behind 15 villagers, but already expanding. And now, oh, he couldn't even get this castle up there, trying to secure. Was trying to raid some, but is now going back. And at the moment, very stagnant in the middle, and a lot of raids at sight, but only by Interdimension. Jidba pop 150, and his cost efficiency might pay off. Let's see. Awkward. Oh god, 120 food, 180 gold. Not a lot of villagers working, so he only has one option at the moment, which is camping. He did waste so much. He has so much map control, but yeah, Jidba was just playing it to survive. And now he's in a position where he is getting up the eco. He still has some resources left. Oh no, not really. And only wood and gold. And yeah, but he has more army left, and it's 115 against 50 army. So the moment Jidba is trying to add 1 or 2 more traps, he can easily take the whole control in the middle there.
But at the moment he's trying to secure his food eco.
Which is obviously pretty tough, because you can just easily send in anything any second. Bombard cannons by Jidba. Look, Budiko is slowly running in. 180 against 145, I think. Jidba is losing a bit time here. He thinks he needs to buy time because he doesn't have the full eco. Interdimension thinks he needs to buy time because he has even less eco.
Yeah, you're right with that.
So the guy with the army advantage actually could have done something, but Jidba just didn't realize it.
But I think it's really hard for both players to push anywhere. Both are having so nice hills where to camp at, and of course Jidba has to push because he has no walls secured in the middle, but yeah.
That's pretty solid defense there by Jidba, having enough sand, putting some racks, having the castle rain down there, so that's okay. Let's see, some strap snipe, both straps going down in exchange of maybe like 10 hostiles.
If Orchid just keeps sniping the traps, he can easily buy a lot of time.
Let's see, Orchid the one who's getting gold at the moment from the middle. Jidba still some gold at home. Get more and more army up. Now being pop limit against pop 160. All those Huskarls will be so effective.
Leaving all those soldiers exposed, big mistake.
And the trap, yeah, that's something you rarely see. Oh, and the bombard cannon at the front as well. Oh, that was a good 20 seconds for...
But now Jidba getting also the wound. No! it survived with 12 HP.
Oh, but it's going back to the front, 1 HP! 1 HP is so
1
alive.
HP!
And it's getting back to the front again! Ah, the focus! Okay, now it's down. Oh, but so many champs went down for it.
But you can sacrifice like 14 champions to pay the gold price back.
Jidba is now sending in a lot of champions at the sides. Knowing that he can't really attack from the middle. Sending in some hostiles now. And I think Jidba should maybe get the last, let's count that. Last 1k gold there, and then he should start a big attack in the middle. Or he will struggle to ever get back onto
I think problem from Jidba is that he cannot take those scorpions to his fights because they die so easily against Conquerors and bomber cannons.
I think he should go for some bomber cannons on just himself.
Yeah, possibly. And Huskars. I think champions are a bad choice at this point when he has to push the middle with all cost.
Now it's the Dimension suddenly taking the lead. After Jidba lost most of his ratings at the flank here. But now clearing up the sides, or at least trying to get some.
I think mistake from Jidba sending those champions to side. Urgot can always make new champions, but Jidba can with that goal.
Another exposed trap, although the scorpions would have been close by. And
so all about pushing the middle now for Jidba.
Yeah. So he got like 3-4 minutes left in which he needs to take a serious part of that gold spot, or he will lose the game.
I want to see him making Huskars to push the middle. He cannot push it with champions or with siege, or he needs to make max like 70 Huskars and go for it.
At the moment he is doing not what he wants him to do. He's going for a lot of champions clearing up the wreck, and only 3 traps is reasonable, I believe. Take a look. Awkward is sending in some more Huskars, but only for defensive purposes. This castle is going down, and if this castle is going down, he has access to some gold there. One castle of Jidba going down, but he could get up another castle. He will build quite defensively behind the hill.
A nice Scorpion.
Good fight.
Scorpions on those hills going to be so good.
And now no champions left for Jidba, who's now sending in more Huskars. Let's see if Orchid really wants to commit to that. It looks a bit like it. And Onyx just coming in.
Orchid's some Conqueror hits there.
See some trashes coming in.
Oh, and he gets a shot.
Oh, and that's a big attack of Jidba. If he can win this fight, if he can get back to the score, he still has a shot. If he's totally shut down, he is out of the game. And it seems like he's doing everything right.
Yeah, but he had his rally point misclick somewhere else, but now he realized it.
Oh, what a perfect timing by Jidba here, killing everything off in the dimension. Army count is 80 for Jidba, 60 for Interdimension. Ratings on the back are real as well. He is now getting back to gold. He still has scorpions left. He is building more and more castles. He is only down to pop 120, but I still think he is giving himself a shot to still stay in this game. Oh no, those Huskars might kill all the scorpions in the traps there, and maybe even some more villagers. That's so deadly, and now Jidba's completely out of army.
He will not be able to make that Scorpion mass again with that gold. So I think it's looking really bad for Jidba right now.
Indeed, the food eco isn't the greatest either, but he did rape some against Orchid as well. He only is at 74 compared to the 100 of Interdimension.
One thing he could do now is sell all his stone and try to make a very last push. Probably it's not enough, but that's pretty much the only thing he can do right now.
Scouts, let's see. Yeah, they should kill the trap, or should they? No, even snipe down. So 7 Huskars going down there without actually.
And with that gold income, it's so damaging to himself.
Shutting down the Huskar as well. Let's see. Oh, and that trap will go down. Huskars will go down in exchange, but still no chance for gold income. Now mining camps getting sniped down. There's actually a point in Gold Rush where you prefer sniping down mining camps than castles actually, because mining camps do so much more. But Points are actually super close still, but just the control of all the gold is so heavily in favor of Interdimension.
I think Orchid could just waste his army twice or even more and still win the game with all that gold he has under his control.
Getting relics on his own now. And yeah, Orchid has a good army. 90 army there against the 60 of. I think Jidba just didn't use the market. It's down to 39 for food and 17 for wood. Trying to build one last army, and I think he will just wait, maybe sell all the stone even. He just build a TC as it seems, yeah. And I think now he sold 1k stone, so he will build one last army and then we'll go for the end attack of the game. Well, actually he's attacking with 180, a bit earlier than I expected him to do. He still has a lot of resources in the bank, now producing more and more before the actual fight starts. He's taking a reasonable fight from the hill there, but no scorpions helping out anymore, and the half-guard not very efficient against the champions in the front, and that's the last stance of Jidba. This will be another game for Interdimension. He did help this last attack. There's no chance of Jidba ever getting back into goal. Now raiding on the right hand side. Pretty much defended by the TC and the castle. Some ratings on the right hand side from Jidba as well. Pretty well defended by Interdimension there. And yeah, Jidba wants to stay in this game. He is only behind by 20 population here, but just without the chance of getting onto gold.
Exactly, and it was the starting rush from Interdimension which decided the positions in the middle. Very clever play by Interdimension, rushing hard at the start and secure in the middle. Although we missed some Oscars from Jidba at the start. Well played, yeah.
He only started with 4 racks, but went full Huskals, did kill a lot of villagers around here. Jidba went for 5 racks but defensive champions. Therefore he was more efficient at one point and had 110 army against 50 army of Interdimension, but Interdimension had the hill. Jidba wasn't able to close it down and couldn't use the only time window he ever had where he had an advantage because of his strategy, and therefore the win for TheCode. Players will take a 3-minute break as it seems, so I will play some AFC music and a quick advert.
horrendous. Yes.
Okay, Orchid is going for Goth on Prairie.